in the book. It says this: human nature is stronger than any individual, than any institution or technological invention. It ends up shaping what we create to reflect itself and its primitive roots. It moves us around like pawns. Ignore the laws at your own peril. Refusing to come to terms with human nature simply means that you are dooming yourself to patterns beyond your control and to feelings of confusion and helplessness. Now, the issue that I run into when I'm reading things like this is that yes, this is true, right? There is something in our human nature that causes us to react and conduct ourselves in a certain way. Ignoring these things are incredibly dangerous. But as a Christian, what I struggle with when I read things like this is not naming the thing that causes our human nature to to influence our behaviors in the way that it does. Yes, you're correct in saying the human nature is there's something wrong there, but when you don't notify us of what that thing is that causes our nature to be wrong, then that's where I kind of I find it very hard to to um, to digest, right? Because what we're saying is there's a problem that we don't want to acknowledge or name that is specifically named in Scripture when we talk about what that issue is to our human nature. You see, the Bible's argument and the Christian's position is that there is not this thing that is in human beings that make us bad or make us act in ways that we otherwise wouldn't act. Rather, there is sin, sin being a thing that controls us, that influences us, that dictates our behavior. This control of death is what is the issue. And when you read books like this, which are so profoundly describing the human plight, the human experience, but you do not prescribe, or maybe should I say, name or designate to the problem what is the central variable that makes all of this the case, then it makes it seem as though we have to do something within ourselves to fix this problem. When in reality, the Christian position is we look to Jesus, we look to our faith, we look to God who has given us the solution for this problem and this dilemma. The interesting thing about books like this, and particularly philosophies like this, is that there is an absence of God, which means there is an absence of His Word, right?